Here's why no one wants to date nice guys. It's because being nice is not the same thing as being kind. When you're nice, your primary motivation is getting people to like you. So you say all the right things and you're not mean and you don't stir up any trouble. Whereas being kind is trying to make people's lives concretely better in the long term. In order to get anything done in this world, you have to be willing to ruffle some feathers. Telling people stuff they don't want to hear, being selfish with your time, making necessary sacrifices. And nice guys really struggle with doing this. How much people want you in their lives is always a function of how much value you bring to the table. The other more important thing is that when you're compulsively nice, there's this inability to disagree with people, especially people from whom you really want validation. This can be for small things, but also big things like lifestyle choices or what you want out of your future. And a lifetime of not being honest about what you really think and feel and just going along with things you're not really okay with builds up a lot of resentment. I said nice guys at the beginning, but women are just as much, if not more, like this. And if you want to have any hope of getting what you want out of life, or even just have people respect you, because over time people will tell that you never stand up for what you really believe in, it's a tendency you absolutely have to overcome.
You definitely have to be careful of how you allow people to, I guess, treat you in this world. And as a man, specifically, you have to go your own way. You have to do your own thing. And there's going to be a woman that comes alongside you and says, well, I like the way that you're going. But to her argument as a woman, yes, you have to stand up for what you believe in, but there's a lot of modern women that be standing up too hard, like they be going too hard. And that's why they can't find a good man, is because they're actually in a place to be argumentative. And when they're argumentative like that, it's difficult to work with somebody like that. It's one thing to sit and talk about a problem and discuss it and come to a resolution, but it's also another thing to always have a back and forth, like always. And most men aren't going to like that. I had some people that I knew, and she was just saying, well, I was just, giving my opinion, and he would always get so mad. I was like, yeah, because you never stop. Like, you're always going back and forth with him. And over time, he's like, man, I'm trying to get something done. And it's being perceived as she's not agreeable. Like, we can't get anywhere because she's always got something to say back. Like, when is enough enough? Men don't like that.
I never understand when people are like, you need to find a man. Like it's hard. Like they're literally everywhere. I can't even leave the house without seeing at least 10 of those, okay? They're not hiding. This isn't Where's Waldo. Now what you didn't say is find a good man.
He's so nice and he's the guy that I should want. But it's like I need a little bit of like a, you're going to send me to the psych ward, and it's just not giving that.
That's kind of weird, but okay, if that's what you want.
I just broke my nail, and it's all a man's fault. I'm so pissed off about it right now, I can't even begin to tell you. Okay. I posted a chair that I wanted to sell on, like, OfferUp or whatever. Somebody messaged me, they want to come and get it. Cool, great, wonderful. They text me, okay, I'm in the gates. It's a gated community. I'm in the gates. I'm coming up. I'm like, no problem. I'll just bring it down because I don't want weirdos coming up to my apartment. And who knows, right? It wasn't a heavy chair. It wasn't a huge chair. It's like a regular chair. So it's not a big deal. I can bring it down in the elevator. Outside of my building, there's like a circular driveway where the door's right here. And you can literally pull up the car and it's right there. So I'm expecting like a normal person would pull up and be like right there, right? So I get off the elevator, I go out, and there's no car there. So I'm like, that's weird. I wonder what's taking him so long. But I look, and there's all these bushes. There's a car in the street still, not in the driveway. So I'm like, is this guy for real? So I lug the chair down the driveway. He sees me coming. Now, rationally and logically, wouldn't you think to yourself, I'm here to pick up a chair. There's a girl carrying a chair, clearly struggling. I think that might be my chair. This doesn't occur to him. So he's still sitting in the car. He doesn't get out of the car until I'm right next to his car. Then he gets out. Oh, hi, how are you? Like, no big deal. So I'm pissed at this point. So I say, you could have just pulled up in the driveway so I wouldn't have to walk so far with a heavy chair. And he's like, oh, is it heavy? And I go, a little bit, right? And he's just standing there. Doesn't even offer to take it from me to help me at this point. He's just standing there. He's just looking at me. Now he's like staring at me, okay? I kind of don't blame him, but still, okay? So then he says, you can go ahead and put it in my car. So I'm still standing there holding this chair like this, like all like awkward. And I just look at him. And then it takes like a good second and he's staring at me. And then all of a sudden I could see it. Like I could visually see it. The light bulb go boom. And he goes, oh, do you want me to help you with that? Did you think so? No, Sherlock, I want you to help me with this. So I take it, I kind of just throw it at him. And he's like, oh, I got it. Don't worry. I'll help you. Really? After I'm standing there for I don't know how many minutes with this stupid fire. So then he says, go ahead, open up the door, and I can put it in. So, okay. I open up the door to this ugly man. I open up the door, he puts it in, and he's like, oh, I haven't seen a chair like this in years. Yeah. God, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Give me my money and keep a move on. He hands me the money, and I go, thank you, have a good day. And I turn around to walk away, and I could feel him staring at me. Then I get upstairs, and I realize that my beautiful red nail is broken. Look at how nice they were. Now I gotta get it fixed. Where are all the gentlemen? Where are they?
Maybe your nails are nice, but you definitely aren't. Ma'am, do you understand that you don't know this guy and he doesn't know you? So I don't know if I personally would have just pulled in somebody's driveway that I didn't know, even though I was coming to get something. Normally I would if it were like in times past, but because there are some women that are just kind of weird about that, like they seem like they feel like you're encroaching on their space. I don't know you, keep your distance. I'm going to pull up. I'm going to not park in your driveway. I might park like right in front of your driveway or move a little bit in front, like if you have a yard or something like that, and then I'll call and say, hey, I'm here. But I'll usually try to keep my distance. Actually, I went to go pick up an item, and the woman had to beckon me to come back. It was an item for my mom. She had ordered it from an auction or something like that, and she wanted me to go pick it up. And so we went to go pick it up, and it was a woman, like I said, and I just kept my distance the whole way through. Even when I was signing for the item, I was picking it up, and I walked off. When she handed it to me, I'm back the other way. No chit-chatting. She basically yelling at me when I'm walking the other way, talking about, oh, we're having more auctions. Yeah, my mom knows about it. Have a good day. That's what I'm doing. So I can only imagine that this man is thinking, hey, I don't really know her. I want to kind of try to keep my distance. Number one. Number two, there's a lot of times that women would say, well, I'm strong and independent. I don't need a man. I got it. And I'm thinking about the time that I would go to Sam's Club. I don't know if they have any. Well, they do have Sam's Club, not everywhere, but in most states in the United States, going to Sam's Club, trying to get my order and load. I see a woman coming out. I get out to help, and she look at me like, I got it. And she actually tells me, I got it. Not in a mean, rude way, but she's like, hey, this is my job. This is what I do. I got it. Thanks for your help, though. So I get in the car. And so now when I go pick up my order from Sam's Club, then even though I would help, it's the natural instinct, I don't, because I've been told, hey, this is my job. I don't need any help. So maybe there's a little bit of that there. Could it be that he just wasn't thinking? He just aloof? Maybe. But maybe it could also be, I don't know where I fit in here in today's society. Used to be a woman would readily accept my help, but now today, not so much. But of course you wouldn't think about that because most modern women don't have any type of ability to read a situation and say, hey, can you give me a hand? Oh, okay, thank you. All right, cool. Terrible communication.
Okay, so there are actually a ton of really decent guys out there. There are. And the reason that I can say this wholeheartedly is because I practice what I preach. I have also been back in the dating world for a couple of weeks now, and I have gone on some dates with really incredible, decent, secure men. So I practice what I preach and I know it works. When you are not attracting decent men, it's because you are operating in a baseline of fear. Your nervous system is in a state of survival, and that's exactly what you're being matched with in the dating world. I just got off a collective call, and one of the women on my call said, I cannot believe that in my mid-30s, I have attracted the first secure man in my whole entire life. This is blowing my mind, and I've never been treated this way. It feels so foreign. And it's because that's not the norm for your nervous system. So if you're not attracting decent men, it's because you are operating in the space of fear and your nervous system is in survival.
This is an unpopular opinion, but I just have to get this off my chest. Nice guys finish last is a myth. And I'm talking to grown adults here, okay? If you're not grown, keep scrolling. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this. In the long run, nice guys are the ones who know how to maintain long-term relationships. Why? They understand the value of compromised communication and commitment. First of all, not every woman goes for looks. There's a lot of women and women that are in happy relationships with guys who are 2 or 3 looks wise, but I promise you the personality is a freaking 10. And these guys treat these girls like they're queens, okay? They may be a 2 looks wise, 2, 3 looks wise, but their personality is a 10 because they understand that empathy, trust, and kindness are the foundation of their relationship. And again, this is why I said I'm talking to grown adults, because if you are a man and you are currently dating a woman who isn't emotionally healed, who has some emotional unavailability, she is not going to pick you. You will not finish last. Nice guys finish strong because they build a relationship on trust and respect. They don't play games. They don't manipulate. They are straightforward and genuine. And let me tell you something. A grown woman who has done the work to heal understands and knows the value of kindness.
It's only an unpopular opinion among silly women. Men keep on telling the women this, but they act like they don't understand and they don't hear.
So, what are you thinking your, intentions are with me? Oh, well, I actually really like you, and I love hanging out with you, so I kind of want to keep doing that so that maybe it could be more one day? Wait, what? Seriously? Yeah? You see, that just seems a little, too easy for me, you know? So let me get this straight. Me actually being nice to you and respecting you is too easy for you? Yeah, I mean, you can't be too nice to me all the time. You gotta throw in a little bit of meanness here and there, you know? It just kind of keeps me on my toes. So no more nice, just mean? No, not just mean. You know, a little bit nice, a little bit mean. A sprinkle of both. So I have to be toxic to keep you interested.
A sprinkle and a dash of getting out of Dodge. This is silly.
I'm about to say something super controversial right now, but I'm not even sorry. 85% of the time in this day and age, nice guys are finishing last. Don't give me crap for saying this, but I genuinely do believe in that. As a girl, I have so many girlfriends and girl influences in my life, and I cannot even tell you the amount of times that I've heard a girl say, yeah, he's cute, but he's too nice. It actually hurts my soul as a girl hearing another girl say this. And I'm not even trying to be a pick-me girl by saying this, but I feel for the genuinely nice guys out there because they are willing to treat any girl amazingly. But in this day and age, girls really just want the douches that are going to treat them like shit. So if you feel like you're a guy and you resonate with this, I would like to apologize on behalf of all the women out there. And my apology gift to you is that I'm going to be giving you advice on how to win as a nice guy. I'm not going to compromise your values, but I am going to tell you the tips and tricks coming from a girl that is going to allow you to finally have the relationship you deserve. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, drop a follow because I post advice videos all the time for guys like you.
Do nice guys actually finish last?
No, they don't finish last because anybody that's a genuine person actually wants a genuine guy.
So you're into nice guys?
Absolutely.
What defines a nice guy?
Gentlemen, open the door for me, pull out my seat. If you're not a nice guy, you're hitting me up at 2 a.m.
But what if he's, going to open the door to his place at 2 a.m. for you?
No.
I have to leave my boyfriend because apparently he thought we were in an open relationship this whole time. We never talked about this, but he thought we were open. But he never actually cheated on me because apparently he can't pull. So I have to leave him. Because I'm not going to date someone who gets zero.
The good on paper guy is like, he's smart, cute, great job, tons of friends, close with his family, has a great work balance with his personal life.
He's everything you want in
He's
a guy.
the loudest in the room. He's like the guy that is the one you're like, holy shit, I could see marrying this guy. Like, he is the full package. A lot of women interact with that guy from like my experience, from my friend's experience, even your experience sometimes. But then you're sort of sitting there like, but why am I not feeling it? Like, on paper, he's perfect. Like, he's everything I think I want.
Yeah.
But like, what is the thing that's not making me throw my heart into it?
Yeah.
Found this relationship advisor, Christina Steinnorth, and she says, quote, if he doesn't have an audience, he feels he needs to impress. And if you're, quote, good on paper yourself, he may actually be only interested in you because you help further his cause by making him look better to others.
Good on paper guys choose women that are good on paper as well to further themselves.
Well, I think it kind of goes both ways. Sometimes you are with the good on paper guy because you guys look good to the public together for other people's perception.
Yeah.
And now she's saying sometimes when you feel like the guy isn't giving you everything, he could also just be using you because it makes him look better. Like, the good on paper guy knows that he has it all and he wants the girl to like fit into that equation.
I mean, that could be true, but I feel like a lot of times these modern women just say anything. They just sit around speculating, and they speculate so much that they actually start to believe it. They don't care about really actually trying to figure out what a man is thinking. They don't care about having a conversation, like really actually genuinely sitting down, having a conversation with a man and accepting what he says like they expect him to accept what they say. It is truly something to behold and something to think about. And they wonder why they can't find a good man, because they really don't understand man.